Alright, fine, we'll just get started because I've just been sitting here forever wondering how I even do this anymore. Hi, it's been a while, blah blah blah, we won't even get into any kind of reasons or excuses or whatever, but it is what it is, and I just felt like filming a video today, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just doing my makeup, not really anything special, but maybe you guys will want to see it. Basically, I'm doing my like weekend look, which is no makeup, which maybe that's part of the reason I haven't wanted to film anything, or not wanted to, but like I just haven't felt like anything's even interesting because I don't really do much makeup on the weekends anymore. I do try to wear like a nice amount to work just because it's like the best part of my day as far as like getting ready in the morning. It's like the one thing that motivates me in the morning is like getting to do something fun like doing my makeup. I posted about these things on my Instagram and I just wanted to share like how it's all going. This is the Pretty Fresh line from Colourpop. So you've got a primer, tinted moisturizer, a sponge, and a setting spray, or yeah, setting mist. And I really like them, so that's gonna be like my first thing. I'm gonna use the primer. This is the hyaluronic acid hydrating primer. I really like that everything is hydrating in this line because, as you can see, since it's gotten cold, I've got some redness going on in the cheek area. So I just use like one pump of that and then I kind of just spread it around everywhere. It's not like pore filling really or anything. It is just kind of like plumping and feels really nice. This is the Colourpop Beauty Sponge. I really like this a lot. I say if you are placing an order on Colourpop, or if you like see it in Ulta. I don't think it's in Ulta right now, but if you see it, then I say pick it up because it's inexpensive and it's like really nice. The Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I'm in the shade Fair 4N, but I feel like with this line I could have picked like several of the shades and they still would have matched because it's very, very light coverage. So I'm just taking my fingertips and like kind of spreading it around. You could just like fully rub this in with your hands, but I like the sponge. I actually like the sponge with the tinted moisturizer. I think I said on Instagram that I didn't know if I would because it's already such light coverage that it might just look like nothing. But I feel like it does something. This probably wasn't the best day to do this since my face is so red, but hopefully the hydrating properties will soothe my redness a little bit. Okay, so that's it. Obviously my face is still red. My skin still looks like skin, but it just looks like more glowy. Let's focus on this side because this side is just like having a panic attack. I got really stressed out earlier, I'm not gonna lie. I am having some anxiety lately, so, or all the time, I don't know. And I feel like that like affects my skin a lot. Does anyone else feel that way? Anyway, that's why this, I feel like this just had like a flare up because I got really like anxious just like moments before I sat down to film this. So that's what's going on there. But this side looks really nice and this is what it normally looks like. Super glowy, but still looks like your skin. So moving on to another light coverage product. This is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I'm in the shade Light and I'm almost done with it, and I would repurchase, but I don't know if I will like right away because I am trying to use my products. If you wanted more coverage than this concealer provides, or if you have super dark circles, you could go in with a color corrector first just to kind of neutralize the darkness. I do that sometimes if I feel like my dark circles are just completely out of hand. I don't know if you can even tell a difference or like tell that I have concealer on. But this is another super like dewy, hydrating product. And for me, I do have to set it with a little bit of powder. I am taking just a little bit of the Colourpop No Filter setting powder. This is the translucent one. And I've just got a little bit in the cap here. Like the smallest amount ever. And then tapping it. And this concealer does crease pretty quickly, so I'm just gonna go back and tap out any creases. And then I'm just gonna set like the middle of my face. Just with like what's left on the brush. For bronzer today, I'm using the Milk Baked Bronzer, and I'm just drawing that directly where I want bronzer. I like to use a stippling brush with this, so I just feel like it works better. Ugh, this cheek is really driving me crazy. For highlighter, I'm going in with Flexitarian from Colourpop. It is my favorite Super Shock Super Shock highlighter. And I just take it on my middle finger, apply it to my cheeks, and then I take my ring finger and kind of like blend it out. Super easy. And it's like just super glowy. Beautiful. Maybe that'll like take away from the redness if everyone's kind of like looking at the highlight. And then for blush, I only need on one side of my face. I'm using the blush stick from Colourpop in the shade Aloha. And I just kind of draw a minimal amount onto my cheeks. And then I take another stippling brush. You could use the same one probably, it's not going to be a big deal. And I just kind of blend that. I will trade this out for a Super Shock blush from Colourpop, or I have a Flower Beauty liquid blush that I really like as well. It looks so like, I'm just gonna walk like this all day. Oh, hi. How are you? Okay, the last part of the Pretty Fresh line from Colourpop is this hyaluronic acid setting mist. I really like this. It has like the best, like finest mist. I also don't even know if I'm going to show this on camera, but I bought this fan in the dollar section at Target over the summer. It was like part of their luau collection, but it was like $2 or something. And it's nice. Maybe this is what I've needed. About this kit, before I move on, I just wanted to mention that the primer, setting spray, and sponge came in this little set, and I really liked that. I don't remember the price of it, but I'll link this in the description if you want to check it out, because I just thought it was a really good deal to get all three of them together. And then obviously the Tinted moisturizer came separately. Anyway, I'm gonna do my brows like immediately because they needed to be here before we even started. I'm using the Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil. It's my favorite brow pencil of all time. And this one is in the shade Blonde Moment because I did darken my roots recently. and I felt like my eyebrows were not dark enough. Brows are drawn on. I feel like I'm having a really hard time lately getting the fronts to match. I feel like they're just completely different shapes now, and I should probably go do some sort of grooming professionally to them, but I just haven't in a really long time. I'm going in now with the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel in the shade Dark Brown. I really want this to be a product that I could use on its own without filling them in first, but I tried that last weekend and I hated it. So it just is a nice like way to add a little bit of extra tint after you filled them in and kind of hold them in place. I do kind of want to use my little Freck. I don't know if you can even see that. These are like fake freckles. I'll link them in the description. I know it sounds so silly, but I actually really like the way that it looks. It's super cute. I used to have way more freckles when I was younger, and I think maybe I don't now because I use sunscreen a lot more, honestly. But I like the way that they look. I think they're so cute, especially on these like light makeup days. So it's just got this tiny little thing, and you just kind of do a few dots, and then you can take your finger or a sponge and just kind of tap them out. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see like a difference. I should have done the other side first. And if you feel like you went a little too hard, you can always take your sponge that has like some product left on it and just kind of go over top of it. Typically I would just put on some mascara and be done with my makeup for the weekend, but I kind of wanted to show the So Jaded palette from Kathleenlights and Colourpop. It looks like this. So pretty. And I posted a few weeks ago probably a look where I just put this bright yellow shade just in my inner corners, and I really like that look, so I think I'm just gonna do that again. So that's all for the eyes, and I'm just gonna finish up with some mascara. This is the Maybelline Mega Plush Volume Express in the waterproof version. And I've said this before with this mascara, you either love it or hate it. It is very light and makes your lashes look kind of fluffy, but it's not super dramatic. It's very natural. It just kind of gives what you've already got a little bit of color and like separation. For lips today, I'm just going to go in with the Moonchild gloss from Colourpop. Just like a standard nude gloss. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Alright guys, so that's the look. This has been my like go-to weekend look ever since I got all of these pretty fresh products from Colourpop. I've really just been enjoying using them on the weekend because they're usually pretty quick and just kind of feels like skincare instead of loading your face with a ton of makeup. Obviously I still did use a ton of makeup, but it just seems like lighter and more moisturizing and just like a little nicer to your skin. So that's what I've been doing, and just like a little pop of color on the lids. I hope you can see it. I'll try to do some photos for Instagram or something. Well, there is one already on there, so go check that one out. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. I know it wasn't anything like super exciting, but hopefully you learned something or you saw something that was interesting, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. I hate this. I hate it. I need you to calm down. You're being too loud. It's amazing how good this side looks and how I look like I've just been like taking a nap over here. It's like hot. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about that. Maybe. What? There's nothing over here.